I asked ChatGPT to name the best data rooms for startups, and my product was on the list. Then I asked Gemini, and it cited my site as a source. Most companies have no idea how that happens. I'm going to show you, step by step, how I did it on purpose. Hi, I'm Hunter. Right now, I'm running the marketing strategy for Alpha Hub, a fintech SaaS platform striving to be the go-to operating system for private capital markets. Recently, I asked ChatGPT to recommend the best data rooms for startups, and Alpha Hub came back on the list. Then I asked Google's Gemini the same question, and not only did Alpha Hub show up, it was cited as a source for a big chunk of the answer. For Alpha Hub, getting startups into the data room is the entire go-to-market strategy. And AI answers are quickly becoming the new front page of the internet, which means showing up there is everything for us. And it is exactly what I set out to make happen. The whole thing traces back to a single piece of content I produced. But let me back up for a second because this AI visibility did not come out of nowhere. It is built on a Google ranking. The keyword is best data room for startups, around 700 monthly searches globally, and a serious money keyword for Alpha Hub, because someone typing that in is comparing their options and close to choosing one. This is not a vanity ranking, it's a pipeline. On Google, Alpha Hub ranks between 1 and 3 depending on the day and location. On a domain with a weak domain rating of just 9, that means we have barely any authority, and we're still beating out far more established competitors within the space. Same playbook as always, right keyword, right intent, content built to actually be the answer. Before I show you the content, let's take a look at ChatGPT results and Gemini results real quick. So as you can see here on ChatGPT, I typed in what are the best free data rooms for startups? And it says, okay, for most early stage startups, it depends on XYZ. And then it gives a list of tools. Here we are, Alpha Hub, in the middle of the list. And it doesn't really show us as a source for any of these. Now, for Gemini, again, I said, what are the best free data rooms for startups? And it says, okay, when you're raising a Series A, give some information there. And then it gives the list here. Alpha Hub is second on the list. As you can see here, it has us as the source. It has us as the source here, that showing that Papermark, this ranking or this visibility for this brand came from our article. It shows us here, Alpha Hub, Alpha Hub. So we are, and then also here is the bottom recommendation again, Alpha Hub. So Google Gemini is giving our article a lot of visibility. Now, here's the part I want to be completely upfront about because you're going to notice it anyway. The page ranking for best data rooms for startups, obviously here, it's a listicle, a roundup of the best data rooms out there. And yes, we wrote it ourselves. I wrote it. And yes, Alpha Hub is at the top of the list. So your first reaction is probably, of course, you put your own product on your list. And that's true. But stay with me because this is one of the most effective strategies in SEO right now. And there is real logic to why it works. Think about what a search engine or an AI model is actually trying to do when someone asks for the best data rooms. It wants to surface a page that genuinely compares the options and helps the person decide which option is best for them. A well-built, honest comparison does exactly that, even when the company publishing it happens to be one of the options. The key word there is honest. I did not write a fake list with this product slammed at the top and filler underneath. I built a thorough, genuinely useful comparison guide that earns its ranking on the merits, and Alpha Hub is on it because it belongs on it. Look, here I have Alpha Hub, best data rooms for startups raising capital, and I give it a distinct reason why Alpha Hub is the best for startups raising capital. For us, that's because Alpha Hub's data room also leads to an investor marketplace. So startups on our platform don't just get a data room like with the other platforms, they actually get visibility in front of investors, which is why we're the best for actually helping startups to raise capital. For a competitor, Peony, I said best analytics first data room. Another one, Dropbox, best for founders who want the industry standard name. So I gave reasons why each of these were the best for specific reasons. Now, this topic connects directly with something that I showed in a recent video. In that video, I made the point that ranking number 1 on Google does not guarantee you're going to show up in the AI answers because AI visibility does not only read your own pages. It leans heavily on what other entities across the internet say about you, the mentions, the context, the consensus overall. That's still true, and honestly, it is the stronger, more durable lever long term. But this video shows the other half of the picture. You can also earn a seat at the table with your own strategic content. Our own Listicle got Alpha Hub surfaced by ChatGPT, cited by Gemini, without waiting for the rest of the internet to start talking about us first. So the complete honest model is this. Third-party mentions are the powerful long game. Your own content is the lever you can pull today. You want both. And most companies are still doing neither. One honest note, because I would rather you trust me than be impressed by me. AI answers do shift. What shows up today can look different from next month, and it can vary from person to person. What you are seeing is a snapshot working right now. This is not a permanent guarantee, which is why AI visibility is so hard to track in the first place. But I can guarantee you this. If you are ranking on the first page of Google for one of these listicle keywords for your target keyword in your industry, you have a really good shot of showing up in AI overviews, maybe not Google's AI overview, but at least in ChatGPT, potentially Gemini. And if you can get other companies mentioning you in the same context, then you're basically guaranteed to be showing up in AI search because there's more validation. So here's why it matters if you're a company about to launch or currently scaling. The game has changed. It is no longer enough to rank just on Google. Your buyers are increasingly asking ChatGPT, Gemini, and other AI tools for recommendations. And if you're not in those answers, you're invisible to those buyers, no matter how good your product is. Almost nobody launching a new website is building for both at once. They build a site, maybe think about Google a few months later, and never think about AI search at all. That's the gap, and it's a gap that I'm closing because I handle the entire spectrum, the strategy, the content, and the website development underneath it. I can build your online presence to be found in both places. Search engines like Google and AI tools like ChatGPT from day one. Not content from one vendor, design from another, and SEO bolted on as an afterthought by a third. This is one system built to rank on Google and to earn its place inside AI answers. So if you're a startup or scaling company, especially in the fintech space, and you want to be visible where your buyers are actually looking on Google and inside the AI tools they are starting to trust, book a free SEO strategy call with me. On that call, I will learn about your business and your market, map out how we would get you found in both, and from there, if it's a fit, I will put together a scope and an estimate for the build. The link is below. Let's get you on the list.